that's too long for us. We're just gonna go ahead and do like 20 facts. What?
So that's 40.
No, I was saying like 20 facts. Split. So it's 10 facts.
No, let's just do 20 facts.
Okay.
Do you know who the first person would have been had I not ever said that I liked him?
John Cena.
But you, I have you. Don't worry about
Better
John
than both
Cena.
of them.
That's right. First place, yeah. I just made a coat of 10 for Mike, and as a wife, you know, I'm trying to make sure that he keeps his composure, he stays confident. So praying for him, speaking words of encouragement, not letting him speak anything negative, and just being there for them emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. My name is Keisha, and this is my husband, Josh. We're going to be doing the interracial husband tag.
I was like, I'm tired of dating. I hate dating. It sucks. I don't want to do it again. I want to be single for the rest of my life.
Get the fuck out my face! Wait, oh my god, yo, get the fuck out my face! I don't give a fuck! I'm not fucking about sperm or nothing. I don't give a fuck what none of that shit is talking about. Oh, you
What is wrong with y'all? Over a song?
You just did! What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
I wouldn't suck your dick. I would eat a pussy before I suck your small dick, bitch. And I'm not gay. That's how you know you got it. I wouldn't even suck your dick. I would eat a pussy before I suck this little nasty dick. That's with all that cheese on it. I've been stop on you. I've been stop on you. Prove it. You a liar. Nobody don't have to cheese on my dick. You eating the cheese off my dick. Yeah, you win. Eating the cheese off my dick. And you suck blood out of me every day, bitch. You suck me when I'm bleeding. You suck my ass when it's shitty. That's what somebody like you get, you shitty mouth motherfucking bitch.
Shit is terrible. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Marcus, and this is another episode of Marcus Speaks. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, go and do so, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified for each new episode. If you're already subscribed, please share and tell somebody about the movement going on this channel. Also, please go to Facebook and look me up at Marcus Speaks. Go to Instagram at marcus.speaks.podcast. And also on Twitter at Marcus Speaks Podcast. This channel is here to save one relationship at a time and one mind at a time. This isn't just my show, this is your show. So please hit that comment section with some positivity so we can keep the conversation going. So let's get into today's topic. It's another banger as usual. So today's topic is differences between relationships. Is it race or is it love? As you can see in the video, I've had this video for probably a good, I think about 4 years now. I just recently came across it as I was going through my videos up in my photo app. So I came across that, and I was thinking as I was watching it, was the females that were with the white guys, was that just an act, or was it just something that, like, you know, they normally do with their spouses? And then looking at the video between the interactions between both African American female and male, I thought to myself, is this normal behavior between the female and the male of the African American race? So I had to think back, because personally I've been in multiple interracial relationships with white women, black women, well, not black women, sorry, white women, Puerto Rican women, Cuban women, mixed race, and can't really think like anything, you know, else I've ever encountered in my life. So I had to think back. When I was with a white girl, was I acting like that? And really, no. It was mainly I feel as though that if you're not already comfortable with who you are, then you'll display certain aspects of yourself that aren't you. So, you know, I have myself personally, I have a strong sensibility. I like to make people laugh, and I like to make people think. And I'm also a critical thinker, and I'm an intellectual to a sense. But within that, when I saw you know, the interactions between the women with the white men, you know, with their boyfriends or whatever, or their husbands, I had to, you know, think, you know, I've seen positive interactions between African American relationships with, you know, with African American men and women. So the video is sort of biased, but it tells the truth to a sense. It mainly shows that within the auspice of being in a relationship with another race, it's mainly you're putting on a front and you're putting up your representative. And I have spoken about my representative in showing your representative in another video. So if you can go to that video, refer to that video that I've done. It should be like 4 or 5 episodes before this one, but mainly what I feel as though when there's a interracial relationship is that you send your representative, and your representative is you. So not knowing any of these people at all, and I don't want really say that I know any of these people. So, well, I don't want to say at all that I know any of these people because, like I said, I came across this video. So, with the just by being the outsider looking in, when I was looking at the video, I had to think to myself: do African American women make themselves into someone that they're not when they're with someone of another race? So, I had to send my brain back into the past and see other things within stuff that I've seen within my life. And I've came across countless people that I know that are African American women that are in relationships with a white man. But mainly I feel as though that from what the things that the end of the first part of the video had said, that women are weak, they're submissive, they're not non-aggressive or whatever they don't call those men bitches or whatever. But I can't really say that because it depends on the woman. See, the women in the video seems as though that they were educated, within a sense of them going to college and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say all of them, but I would say most of them. But as you can see with the second part of the video, when it switched to African American male with African American female, it was more so of the women degrading us and making us seem small and stuff like that. So I feel as though that when it comes to both styles and both types of relationships, it's more so on the interracial side. Is more so that I personally feel like that the African American female with the Caucasian male, they find themselves within a spot of comfort, and they feel comfortable because they don't feel as though that anything around them can be taken away from them within a sense of stability and stuff like that. But we got to look on to the race relationship of African American female with African American male. There are educated black men out here that that do marry within their own race, and they are very stable with money, and they're stable with emotional support and mental support and stuff like that. So we can't really make that video truth. It's just an idea to put out there, and that's all I wanted to do with this podcast today, is because with me looking at that video again, and I looked at it probably like 10 times in order to form an opinion on what I wanted to talk about, and I don't feel like that black women really degrade black men within the sense of them wanting to downgrade themselves to a point that they make someone else feel small and less of who they are. Because as a man, we don't want to feel like that either. We don't want to degrade or downplay who the woman in our life is, because at the end of the day, the woman has our back. And, you know, we don't know within a sense of, if when we're in an interracial relationship, how to throw the female, because, you know, it's different cultural styles, it's different ways of thinking, and different backgrounds of how we've been brought up. So, you know, usually when a black man dates a white woman, I would say it's like 3 archetypes. It's the like the ghetto trailer trash type chick, and it's like the you know, has a lot going for her, has a, you know, a good job and stuff like that type of archetype that, you know, might have kids or so, but, you know, she's just trying to find love. And then it's the educated white woman that, you know, may have a fondness for black men. And then within the sense of the white guy, you know, it's usually you know, all around either like the same type of, you know, it's the same type of like archetype style. It's either, you know, trailer trash type of white dude, or like a blue collar dude, or, you know, educated white man. So, you know, when people, you know, white or black people, or, you know, Mexican or Puerto Rican, you know, stuff like that, I feel as though that we date what we've been taught and what we've seen. So, you know, I've always heard that a girl chooses a man over how their father has treated them. So basically, within a sense, a woman wants a man that holds the same criteria in her life that her father did. So, you know, you might see within her lifetime, or she might see within her lifetime that her dad is a provider, a protector, a person of wisdom, and somebody who, you know, doesn't take shit, but is a loving dad. So, in a loving person within that. So, the girl wants to find her father within the man she wants to fall in love with and be married to. Within the same sense of a man sees his mother from a boy until a man, and he wants to find those traits within a woman. So with a man finding those traits within a woman, how strong and stable and how level-headed and stuff like that he sees his mother as, he wants that within a relationship with the woman that he falls in love with, and i.e. be married to. So personally, I would say that the relationship barriers that we place in front of ourselves is mainly because, you know, we sometimes, if we haven't been brought up right, we don't know how to pick people. So I feel as though what you've seen with the second part of that video, when it comes to African American man to the African American female, I feel as though that the man that chose those women didn't choose those women correctly. he probably was, I won't say forced, but he probably has a situation to where he has to stay within a sense. Within the aspect of the woman, African American woman being with the white male, I would say it's all however she met him. You know, it can be any type of way, either in a store, so and so forth. But or college or so. But hindsight being 2020, I feel as though that the video within itself had a lot of bias within it. And it was mainly showing that an African American female is more docile and more, more so within the man's reach or whatever to be there for him. I didn't see that with the black woman being with the black man. Like it was very sickening within my eyes. And as you can hear when I said this is sick, when I was watching that video, I had took that video off of a platform a while ago, like I said, and to this day it still sickens me. Like it's not the correct way to show within the aspect of who black men are and who black women are. And I just feel as though that the video within itself had a point, but it also had a bias that it was trying to show. And I understand that bias. I just want you guys to understand that bias. So, I feel as though that the video within itself is a teaching tool of sort, and it can show more than what meets the eye. So if you look in it instead of at it, you'll understand what's going on. Alright, so everybody, this is the end of the show. So before I go, I would like to say that make sure you know who you're around, and make sure that you're aware of who the person is before either you fall in love or if you try to make a relationship with someone or whatever. And just find happiness wherever you find happiness at, and it doesn't matter really which race or whatever. But so anyway, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, and don't forget to follow me on social media. So thank you for listening, and as always, I am Marcus, and you have been listening to Marcus Speaks. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.